All right, what is going on, guys? Today, we are going to be taking a look at what happened to another one of these horror YouTubers. This time, it's going to be ScareTheater, though. So, not necessarily one of the ones that's known for reading scary stories or anything like that, but instead known for doing deep dives into just like creepier topics. And he's kind of known for debunking them a little bit, like some false ones, some real ones, some like ARG type things that nobody really knows if they're real or not. He kind of does a little bit more of that stuff, or at least he did. So this video's idea was suggested in a way by some stranger on one of my videos. They went ahead and left a comment, what about ScareTheater? And that, thought, oh, wow, I should probably make a video about what happened to him, because I hadn't realized, despite me being subscribed to him, that ScareTheater just disappeared. He's really been gone for quite a while, and today we're going to go over what kind of happened, what led to that, and, if there's any speculation maybe on what actually occurred. So, to start out this video, ScareTheater is a channel that I described. They joined YouTube in, I believe, 2012. Joined May 29th, 2012. So, definitely a pretty, well-established channel on YouTube, considering they racked up 174.6 million views and almost 1 million subscribers, 926,000 at the time of recording. So definitely a bigger channel out there. This has been like, he's around the same numbers as other people we've talked about in the past, such as YBR, for example. Very similar numbers here. Now, the difference here is YBR did stop uploading, kind of, but it was a really rough patch that you could tell he was going through, and he did a really good job at explaining what was happening at the time. Obviously, YouTube wasn't paying him. He was getting no money. He didn't know what to do. He was trying to find other things to do. He got pretty pissed at YouTube, which is understandable. And so, we got that kind of closure, I guess, as people who watch him, that we just haven't really seen with ScareTheater. In fact, ScareTheater is actually more similar to, again, another channel we've done a video on, Benji Not Dead, in the fact that he's just kind of disappeared. Now, the difference with Benji Not Dead is I believe he's shown some activity after his kind of, brisk exit from YouTube. He's showing some activity. ScareTheater, though, I just haven't been seeing the activity, at all. Pretty much what happened with ScareTheater was he was making videos as always, and his last video that he posted was around kind of that mid to late November time of 2020. So this would be, a little over a year ago at this point, like a year and a couple months, because this video is going up in March. So yeah, we're at about a year and maybe give or take a couple months, right? Now, the interesting thing is before he, exited YouTube, he was going through some form of education stress kind of thing. He is in college, or at least he was at the time that his channel went missing. And he did actually say something about this. However, this was way before he stopped uploading. So on his Patreon, March 3rd of 2020, he put out a post on his Patreon saying, "Good evening. Hello, everyone. I've decided to delete my Patreon. I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. For one, my upload schedule has been shaky to say the least. Since my main Patreon perk is getting you all videos a day early, I feel these are not the best circumstances for this. being busy with college has taken up a lot of my time. So unfortunately, there will be no other Patreon perks I will be able to offer. Thank you to everybody who donated. I will be keeping this message up for a week before my Patreon goes down. Now, the interesting thing about this is his Patreon never went down. In fact, you could still join it if you wanted to. I don't recommend it since you will not be getting anything. However, you can still join it. So it is clear that he was experiencing, some form of just not being able to make his schedule work anymore, which is understandable, especially going into college and stuff like that. There's obviously a lot more stuff that you need to be doing, and sometimes you can't always squeeze in making YouTube videos. So, very understandable there. However, the Patreon didn't go down, which is kind of the weird thing. And after this, he continued to post videos for a good while. I mean, considering this post is from March of 2020, and he didn't really stop uploading until November of 2020. Now, another interesting thing to know within this year, within 2020 that happened with his channel was he got kind of political. Obviously, if you don't live in the United States or, you don't really know anything about the U.S. elections and stuff like that, 2020 was an election year, and November is right around the voting and kind of the whole, reading the votes and electing the next president. Do they become president then? No. But, they will become president the following January, which obviously is what happened in 2020. Obviously, Donald Trump was not reelected. Joe Biden was elected, and, that's that. Now, people had a lot of political opinions in 2020 because Donald Trump brought a pretty, radical kind of group with him. But then again, so did Joe Biden. The sides were very heavily against each other, big clashing between political parties in this time. Now, ScareTheater did make a couple posts and a couple videos kind of relating to this sort of topic. So obviously the coronavirus, which we still deal with in today's climate, was a big thing in that election. So there was a video out there that he made that I believe was a joking video. I don't really know for sure. I haven't really watched the video, nor did I really care very much. But it was like Donald Trump created COVID-19 or whatever. And, whatever. I personally, not for me, right? I tend to shy away from the political side of things. I don't like to get too politically involved. I did recently change my channel icon and art and stuff to, have the Ukraine colors in it. But that's like the only political statement I've ever really tried to make on my channel. And that's just because Ukraine's obviously going through a really difficult time right now. He, however, made a video about, this President Trump created COVID-19, which is like, whatever. Who cares? On Twitter, he also made a couple posts right around the time that he stopped uploading that were political. He was like laughing at the results of the election and, stuff like that. And whatever, right? You can't really fault the guy for having political opinions. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody in the world has political opinions, especially if you're somebody who likes to vote and likes to have a say in, their country. So with that being said, I don't think that that's the reason why he disappeared. However, I wouldn't entirely count it out for being one of the potential reasons, because if he did, say, lose a ton of subscribers or get a lot of hate for his political views, that could definitely be a little bit like, well, shit. I mean, I can't even really, say what I want to say on the internet. all these people that I thought really liked me for my videos and my character, they're now just leaving me high and dry because of my political opinions. Which also, as a viewer, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I could see getting angry at a political opinion. However, I typically just like to, watch the creator for what the creator creates. I don't really give a shit about people's political opinions when it comes to the entertainment that I choose to watch. So this could play into it because that was leading up to the days in which he stopped recording, and then in November, that later November, he obviously put out his Leonard Lakes tape video, which is his last uploaded video still to this day. I went through his Twitter. I decided to go check all of his liked posts to see, has he been active on Twitter or anything? And there isn't a like post from past November of 2020. So he's pretty gone. He hasn't been on social media. I don't know if he got locked out of something. I don't know if he got hacked. I don't know if the college was just too much for him and he just said, forget it, I'm done with the whole ScareTheater kind of thing, and just, left it and walked away, never to really come back. I don't know. I wish he would have given us some kind of inclination to what happened to him, because he was actually a pretty cool creator. I found people that I still watch to this day through him, people such as Nexpo and stuff like that. I originally found them through hearing them mentioned on his channel. He made the horror genre pretty interesting for me. So, I watched his videos debunking stuff. I thought it was a really cool concept, but we just haven't seen really anything from him. And all I could say, I guess, to end off this video, since I don't really know what happened to him, besides I would assume he probably just left to focus on college. But outside of that, I guess I wish him the best. I hope nothing bad has happened to him, because that would be, not good. Nobody wants to see another creator have something bad happen to them that prohibits them from doing anything. Hopefully something worse than prohibiting hasn't happened, if you catch my drift there. But yeah, that's basically what happened to ScareTheater. He just kind of disappeared one day, and nobody really knows why. So thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. I have been enjoying making these horror, kind of videos on all of these horror creators. It's really interesting to kind of tie the commentary and the horror genres together, which I kind of feel like I'm doing, and it's pretty fun. I enjoy doing it. It's two communities that I both like for their own reasons. So to be able to kind of, mix them into my own videos, it's really cool. So if you guys like these horror videos, make sure to hit that like button, as well as leave suggestions for other videos you want to see, maybe horror related, maybe not. Everything's on the table. And yeah, just a quick little side note. I don't think I'm going to be making these horror videos as many of them as I am at the moment. I'm just kind of having a good time with it right now. I do think I will be going back to more conventional kinds of videos soon as my primary, because primarily we've been doing horror for the last couple of weeks, and that's fine. But I am looking to go back to the other videos, within the next couple months. But I am going to keep a horror series open. For sure, I'm going to be talking about the creators. I still have tons of videos planned on the rise of the creators that I talked about in my part 3 of that little mini series about what happened to the horror community. I'm going to go through all of those creators still. So there's still a ton of horror content coming. I plan on doing an iceberg for something. And I'll probably keep doing horror videos into the future, just maybe not as many. So with that in mind, thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, as well as just other commentary videos in general. Have a wonderful day. I will see you guys all later. Goodbye.